Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you've been doing well. I'm really sorry about the construction noise. I'm gonna do my best to work around it, but I'm sure you're gonna hear some of it, so apologies in advance. And then again, just another quick disclaimer, I do have Invisalign now, so I have a little bit of lisping. I am doing my best to enunciate and also just sound better, but every time I listen to myself, I cringe a little bit, so sorry in advance for that. And yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. I have something exciting to show you in this DCT Vintage bag, and this store has definitely been on my radar for quite some time, and when I actually was in Japan this past fall, I did reach out to them on Instagram to see if I could visit their showroom. Unfortunately, they wouldn't let me. I was willing to take the day trip out to Yokohama because I was really curious about what they had in stock, especially because I was already going to be in Japan. I love shopping in person whenever possible. I love touching the bags, you know, examining them with my own eyes and not just through photos, and smelling the bags and all that stuff. And so it was a little disappointing that they weren't allowing me to go to their showroom. They said it wasn't set up for that, which I didn't really understand. And then it was also kind of disappointing because I thought it would be probably a little bit cheaper if I could shop there in yen and not convert it into dollars. But that being said, I decided to go ahead and pull the trigger during their most recent winter sale. And they had a really great sale going on, so I was kind of perusing and seeing what caught my eye, and I saw this bag. And I have to say, everything went very smoothly. I was very happy with the price that I paid. The shipping was fast. So without further ado, let's go ahead and reveal this item. So it did come with its own DCT Vintage dust bag, which feels very thick. It's kind of like this nice thick canvas material, so I like that it's really good quality. And here we have the Bottega Veneta Hobo bag in a dark brown color, and I have had my eye on something like this for a very long time. I'm just going to try to angle it to the light so you can really see that beautiful rich chocolate brown color, and I think it's so stunning. I'm also going to try to lean back a little bit so I can get more of the bag in frame. So here it is. It is that beautiful Bottega Veneta weaving, and it has this handle, just a single handle right here, and it has a zipper. The zipper is pretty smooth considering how large the bag is and that it is a little bit curved. And here is the inside, kind of hard to see with the handle in the way. It did come with its own original Bottega dust bag right here, which is great. So now I have two dust bags. So here is that. And the inside is pretty clean. I don't really see any marks on the inside. It doesn't really have an odor either, maybe very slightly, but it's really hard to notice. And yeah, this looks like it's in such amazing condition. They did show like some very little wear and tear photos online, but this is like way better condition than I expected it to be. And I can't even really see where any of the wear is, like maybe a little bit on the edges, but nothing really that noticeable at all. I was a little concerned about the handle drop, and let me just try to put it over my shoulder so you can see. So the handle drop, which I will take measurements later so you guys can see, it does fit comfortably over your shoulder, and there is a little bit of room to spare. Now, if I was wearing a super thick coat, it might be kind of uncomfortable, but I don't really find this to be that bad at all. So that was my number one concern, and I'm really happy that it does fit over the shoulder. Now, what I had originally wanted actually was, I was really leaning hard on the small Jody bag in the fondant color or a similar dark chocolate brown. And there's actually one on Fashion File that I had my eye on for a long time, and I was like super close to pulling the trigger. But even on Fashion File, it was definitely like in the $3,000 range, which is still a discount because the small Jody goes for $4,100, which I think is kind of a lot for what it is. And then I was thinking, okay, well, $3,000 is still kind of a lot for me. What if I started looking into vintage options? I was doing some research and I realized that there is a vintage style. It doesn't have the knot. So with the Jody, it has like the knot right here, but the vintage version just has this kind of like braided strap right here. And I was thinking about that, and I was like, this might be a really good option for me, especially because I could probably get it for less than $3,000. So when I saw recently that DCT Vintage had a winter sale going on, I went ahead and I perused it, and I saw that they had this color, and this is a color that I really wanted. I also saw a really pretty blue color, but I don't know, there's something about this dark brown color that I love, which is really interesting for me because generally I have to say I'm not really a dark brown person. Like I have always gravitated more towards black clothes and black bags than I have dark brown, but there's just something about this really beautiful dark brown color that really got to me. So I'm so happy. I have to say my first impressions of this bag are great. Here's what it came with. So it came very nicely wrapped. And again, it came with this really thick dust bag. And they gave me a cute little sticker, which I'm definitely going to use, as well as a little thank you card and my invoice. So the pricing, let's go over the pricing really quickly. On sale, I was able to get this for just under $1,000. So it was $994.93 USD. And I was also a little bit nervous because on their website, it does say that duties and customs are all responsible by the buyer, and I never shopped like that before. Like normally when I buy anything from Matches Fashion or Net-a-Porter or Farfetch, all the duties and taxes are included. Hey guys, just a really quick update here. I had a whole segment in this video where I talked about how surprised I was that I didn't have to pay any customs or anything like that and how nice it was, and turns out I was wrong. I did get an invoice from FedEx a few days after I received the bag. So just to give you guys a quick summary of how this all works, because this is all new to me and I've never done anything like this before. So basically FedEx did send me a paper invoice over snail mail, and this is the breakdown. So the actual customs duty itself was $89.55, which is roughly 9% of the value of the bag. And then they have what's called a disbursement fee, and this was $13. And don't quote me on this, I'm not sure, but my guess is I think this is like a middleman fee where they're charging me to take the money from me and then give it to the US government. So the total that I have to pay is $102.55, which ends up being just a little over 10% of the value of the bag. Now, the good thing is, even though they did send me a paper invoice, I can do this all online, so it's going to be really fast and easy, and I don't have to send a check or anything like that. So that's good. But yeah, I wanted to give you guys a quick update because I was really surprised when they had delivered the bag and just like left it in my apartment building, and I didn't have to sign for it, and I didn't have to like pay anyone upon receiving the bag. I thought I was kind of in the clear, but turns out that is not true. The tax man will come and get you. They just send you a paper invoice through the mail. Very antiquated, I know, but that's just how it works. And I don't know how DHL or UPS does this kind of thing. This is the first time I've done this, so my experience is right now is with FedEx. If in the future I end up doing something like this and the merchant uses a different company like DHL or UPS, I'll keep you guys updated. But for now, this is how it works with FedEx, is that they will send you a paper invoice and it's about 10% of the purchase price. Just keep this in mind when you do shop at places where it does say that customs and duties are not included, because you may be charged after the fact. All right, that's my quick update. I hope that was helpful for you guys. Thanks. And yeah, really happy about this bag. I will go ahead and do some measurements as well as mod shots so you guys can get an idea, since I know this bag does come in different sizes, but I really don't know what size this is, and whatever size it is, I love it. I think it's like perfect for me. I also just really love how the hobo version is just a little bit thinner. Like it does definitely have the capacity to fit a lot if you wanted to, but with the small Jody, at least what I've seen on other people's frames, it does seem to be like quite bulkier, and like just the general bag itself can go out further out here. So I wasn't really sure how that was gonna look on my frame just because I never tried on the small Jody in person. But with this hobo bag, I am thrilled at how slim it is, but still able to fit a decent amount. So yeah, very pleased with this overall. Okay, so here we go with some measurements. I'm gonna try to make sure that this is in frame, so we'll see if this works. Okay, so the bag is roughly 17 inches in length and just about 11 inches in height. Now the handle drop is going to be a little bit tricky just because when it lies flat like this, it looks very small, but when you hold it, it does seem to sag a little bit. So let's see what we have here. So when it's laying down, the handle drop is only about 4 inches, and again, I'm not sure if this is going to come on camera, so let me try to angle this. Okay, let's see if this works. So, okay, I'm trying to get this in frame. So if you do hold the bag, so here is the top part right there of the measurement. it can go down to about 9 inches. So that's pretty good, I think. But it is kind of deceptive because when the bag is just laying flat, the handle is really close to the bag, so it doesn't seem like you'd be able to put it on your shoulder, but you totally can. Yeah, now that I have the camera facing the other way, let's take a closer look at any sort of wear and tear. But man, the leather just looks so beautiful. The leather is so beautiful, and it's also just very smooth and soft. And yeah, this Bottega leather, I have to say, is just absolutely incredible. I'm such a fan. I found a tiny little piece of wear. So there's a very, very little piece of wear right there, as you can see. But honestly, it took me a long time to find that. I've been poring over this bag, and I can't really see anything else except for that. And the zipper, again, is like very smooth, considering that it is the kind of style where you have to kind of hold it and that it's slightly curved. It's not super curved, but you can see that it's not really in a straight line because of the way that this bag is kind of supposed to sag a little bit. And really, really happy with this interior and how clean it is. There's even a little flat pocket right here. I'm not really sure what could fit in here, but maybe your keys or something like that. And there is a zipper closure right here as well. And then I'm going to try to zoom in on this. So here's the Bottega Veneta made in Italy. And then this inside pocket. This inside pocket is made out of a different kind of material. Like, it's different from this soft material. It's kind of crinkly, maybe some kind of nylon. I don't really know. But there you go. There is a little bit of a better close-up on the bag. Guys, that is pretty much it for this video. I am super, super happy about this new bag, and I have to say I had a really, really seamless and very, very good shopping experience with DCT Vintage. So definitely going to be looking at their site more and more for more vintage deals in the future. I'm definitely going to be putting their website on my regular rotation of shops to browse, especially when I'm on the hunt for something vintage. So yeah, really, really happy about this new Bottega bag, and I love the leather. I love the look of it. I love how much it can fit, and so far I'm very, very happy about this. If you have any questions about this bag, definitely let me know in the comments and I will do my best to respond. And other than that, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you would also subscribe to my channel, I would really, really appreciate it. I hope you guys all have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time. Take care. Bye.